Hello and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. I'd like to share with you how I made this rather cute little leprechaun out of toilet rolls and a few little extra pieces. So what you're going to need is a toilet roll, a piece of paper to paint on, a glue gun, and I'm using these compostable cups, some ribbon, beads, marker, ruler, and a 0.7 gauge wire, some scissors, 2 strips of black paper, one at 2 centimeters, one at 1 centimeter, some wadding. I'm using fluoro pink, cream and green, 2 pipe cleaners, a piece of green paper and some floristry tape. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to paint my toilet roll green. I'm using apple green, and once you've painted that, just put it aside to dry. So I've already painted one, and now I'm going to be taking cream colour and I'm going to be doing a U just on the face, just on the section where I want to draw the face in, like that. So you just want a little place where you can paint your face. When you're drawing the face on, make sure that you go down at least 1 centimeter to draw the eyebrows on, because the hat sits quite low on it. Now all you have to do is just draw your little face on that. To paint the cheeks, I'm taking some fluoro pink and cream and mixing them together to give me a light colour, so I can just have some very light coloured cheeks. Now take your wadding and split it so that you've got a very, very thin layer to paint on, because that's what we're going to be using for the hair and beard, just like this. I'm going to be using orange, and I'm going to have a very liquid paint and then just dab it on. Don't put too much on because you don't want it to become too thick and hard. Now take your small piece of green paper, fold it into a triangle, then fold it again, and this is what we're going to be using to make our little tiny shamrocks for our hat and for his hand. And then just cut out the shape of the shamrock. You need to make 2 of those. I'm just highlighting the shamrock so that it looks a little bit more like a shamrock. Now take 2 pieces of the 0.7 gauge wire and some floristry tape. The wire must be 3 centimeters long, and then just put your floristry tape on. Now glue it to your little shamrock. Once it's glued, put it aside for later. To make the hat, I'm using the compostable cups, and I'm measuring down by 5 centimeters, and then I'm going to cut it off there. So you've got something that looks like this. Now measure from the bottom up by 2 centimeters, draw a line, and then cut little slits into it so that you can bend them to form the shape of the hat. Now trace around it. You're going to need 2 pieces of paper to do your little hat. Take them, fold them in half and then half again. Measuring from the center of the hat to the rim of the hat, draw a line and then cut that section out. Place it over your hat and glue it down. And on the underside, take the other piece and glue that down as well. Now paint it all green. To make the little waistcoat, take your green paper and draw a little shape on it that looks like a waistcoat, and then just outline it with the black texture to give it a bit more character. To make the belt, take your gold piece of paper and mark out 2 centimeters by 2 centimeters and then cut that out. Now take your small piece, which is 1 centimeter, and mark it so that you've got the same amount of gold on all the way around. Then divide that into 3 and cut out the center piece. And you have something that looks like that. Now glue these 2 pieces together. Once they're glued together, glue them onto your 2 centimeter strip of black paper, and there you have your belt. Now we're going to glue that to the leprechaun. I'm using hot glue to just glue these down. Now take your green pipe cleaner, fold it in half, cut it so you have 2 pieces. Then fold one of the pieces in half again and cut that so you have got 2 legs. Now take 1 centimeter bottom, fold it, and then do a reverse fold so that you've got a knee. Now take your black piece of pipe cleaner, wrap it around the size of the foot twice, place the green foot onto the black and wind it around the leg section. Now wind it around the foot section, and that's to make the little shoe. And then just trim off the excess of the black pipe cleaner. The hat is dry now. Now we're going to put the little buckle on. So that's the little buckle that we made. And now we're just going to glue that onto the hat. And make a hole in the hat where you're going to actually put your shamrock in. So I want the shamrock to be about there on the hat, so I'm going to glue the buckle just around there. To make the ears, all I've done is I've drawn a little shape that's sort of like a pointy ear, but make sure you leave a little bit extra at the bottom here so that you can actually glue your ears onto it. And when you're cutting the ears out, I find if you put the 2 pieces of paper together, so you can reverse, so you've got a left and a right ear. And then take something sharp and have a look round about where you'd like the arms to be, and just poke holes in, 1 on each side. I find if you take a skewer, then you can get them pretty much straight in the same place. You take your pipe cleaner and just thread it through the holes to form the arms. You can shape the arms however you want to. Now we're just going to glue everything together. I'm just going to be using super glue gel to glue on all the little facial features. To see how to make the female version of the leprechauns, please check out my other videos in the kids section. If you found this video helpful or you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. Really appreciate it if you would subscribe. Thank you so much for watching.